You're asking what Black people got from the Black Lives Matter movement, and you are seeing the blowback from it. And so what was gained was so dangerous and so disruptive that it triggered the backlash that we're experiencing now, unfortunately, because what we got was a systematic shift in the way people thought and understood race relations and progress in America. A lot of people thought since we elected the first Black president, Barack Obama, not once but twice, that we were a post-racial America, that there's no such thing as color, and that we're past all these things, and we're all good and gravy, and we're an advanced, enlightening nation. And the George Floyd movement and what happened was a quick, swift reminder, but that is not the case. So since the Black Lives Matter movement, I believe collectively the nation has all shifted in their opinions and their understanding of race dynamics. So a lot of time people were telling Black people and people of color, like, there is no real racism. We're past that. We're all good and gravy. What are you guys talking about? You guys complain too much. Everything is racist. Everything is racism. You're always pulling the racial card. And then when we saw that, there was an opportunity for people to show their examples of what's going on with inequity, and people like, oh, smack. And so that's what you got. You got a general awakening. More people became woke. The whole term about woke was like, oh, smack. So because you had so many, it was a global movement, that's never going to go back in the bottle, that genie. Now, we all know that it was a lot of the actual wins were short-lived. A couple of things happened. Some police forces disbanded. Some cities like banned chokeholds and passed police transparency laws. Confederate statues came down, street murals were renamed and things like that. So that was good. Some corporations that performative measures where they said we're going to pledge a certain amount of money to Black-owned businesses. We're going to do all this stuff. Diversity, equity, inclusion became buzzwords, so all that stuff. So there was some delivery. However, as we know, as we see, there was a swift backlash. The right-wing people took a lot of the antagonistic, like, sort of horrible people who came in to protesters, caused trouble, who just wanted to release some steam, who just wanted an excuse to get out the house because the George Floyd movement took place during the pandemic when people were just stuck at home, so they looked for an opportunity. The right wing went after the terms Black Lives Matter to change it to All Lives Matter and say it's a divisive term. The defund the police movement, which really isn't about defunding the police, it's about reducing the police budget and take away tanks and put it towards like mental health preparation or training police for dealing with people having mental health crises, and to think of who they are rather than kill them. See what happened with Elijah McCoy, things like that. But overall, the gain is a shifted public consciousness. We have a broader acknowledgement of systemic and systematic racism. There was cultural conversations about white supremacy, equity, identity, forever shifted. So that's a win. It also shows, as I said in my last video, that protests work.